Yo! Let me bring the mic a little closer. What up? How you doing? Out here, you know what I'm saying? Back with another reaction video. How y'all doing? I'm doing alright, you feel me? We just trying to tap in. Back in that zone, you feel me? Literally. Oh, I'm clicking wrong button, gang. It's this one right here. Talking about some Akon. Check this out. I love his music though.
And let's start off with that. Because last time you were here, you're saying that Akon City was supposed to open in 2026.
Yeah.
But then COVID hit and...
Right.
So where is Akon City at right now?
We're still on track.
Aliun Damala Badara Akon Theum, famously known as Akon, has given up on his previous music career to pursue bigger dreams in entrepreneurship. I guess the music industry just wasn't cutting it. As of recent, he's transitioned to projects in Africa based around technology and solar power, but there's not much transparency surrounding his work. But don't be fooled. I'm sure we're in good hands. After all, we're talking about Akon here, and he has big plans for the future. In a genuinely devised plan, or a midlife crisis as I would describe it, Akon is building his very own city known as Akon City, which is estimated to cost north of $6 billion. To be honest, I'm just surprised
They mean north of $6 billion. What's that mean?
Kanye didn't beat him to it first.
I think it's saying up to $6 billion.
His homeland, Senegal, as the land to erect his wondrous new city, which has led many to compare it to Dubai or the African fantasy city, Wakanda. I bet you would too if you saw the promotional video posted 2 years ago. Wow!
Yeah, I seen that one. It was beautiful.
Honestly,
this is Akon City.
I would live here. Is this the new roller coaster tycoon?
African
These
village.
Aren't even buildings, though. What are these structures? Are we capable of creating these?
Are we capable of creating these?
Oh, thank God. It's only 100 kilometers away from Dakar. I was getting worried. Bro, the buildings look like intestines.
Yeah, you can whip it there 100 kilometers. I done did that heaps. I done did thousands of kilometers driving around.
Akon must have played one game of Halo Wars as the Covenant. And this was his
around the country
semen-induced fever dream. Who does he think he is, bending the laws of space and time itself? I just realized in the bottom left corner we have bad consultant. That gives me hope. Listen, if he can pull this off, all the more power to him. Yeah, I'm buying a ticket to Akon City. However, something tells me that we're not quite there yet. I don't know, it's just this small little inkling, this voice in my head.
Guys, trading is not easy. If it was so easy, everyone would be doing it. But do you want to know how...
Alright, we get the point. But I mean, talk about an engineer's nightmare. It's like I'm watching a futuristic Sims trailer. It's like an art student's senior thesis. There's no way anyone actually thought it would look like this, right? I mean, it looks great. If you're into accordion architecture...
Yeah, it's futuristic. What you talking about? Nah, tripping with
it looks great.
But it looks like some futuristic shit.
If you're into accordion...
Like, damn. But at the same time, nah, it look possible. Like, when you look at it again, type... You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it look possible. I mean, it look like possible, I mean. You know what I'm saying?
In architecture and pappardelle noodle buildings. It looks like stacks of dirty laundry plopped on top of each other. But hey, it's a trailer. We gotta see more. If we go to the website, aconcity.com.
No, I can't let you be talking shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's African village, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm African, got the African man tatted on my face, you dig?
Apparently, Akon Tower is in the Senewood district. And if you couldn't guess already, you can grab a beer at the Akon Club. Maybe even get grinded on by Akon himself. I mean, we gotta check out the African Culture Village.
Yo, chill. But at the same time, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know them niggas used to dance and shit. Like, nigga, we used to fucking was like them, you know what I'm saying? Dances and shit. You know how you got the females dances? Yeah, a lot of these artists, a lot of these men, like, you know what I'm saying? They used to do that type of shit when they get lit in the parties, you know what I'm saying? Like, be like, love it, be young. All type of shit, whining and motherfucking grinding and shit, you know.
Pretty
Freaky ass
sleek
niggas.
website design. Gotta hand it to him, man. So here's like the main hub of Akon City, right? And then conveniently connected to it is the African Culture Village by this land bridge.
He even said it in his song, too.
Holes. You might want to get that patched up. The last thing you want is residents of Akon City falling into the abyss while they're just trying to learn some history. And then above it, we can't even click on this zone. Maybe we haven't progressed far enough in the Akon City Battle Pass, or maybe we gotta reach a higher level. I'm curious, what's going on up here? The last thing I want to find out is that this is where the blood sacrifices happen after I bought my virtual ticket. According to Akon City, all phases of construction will be done in 2029. There are 2 phases in total.
Whoa.
Supposedly, phase 1 of Akon City should be finished relatively soon by 2026, allowing thousands of tourists to come and relax, see the sights, eat some food, and vibe out. They intend to
Where
have
is that?
roads, hotels,
Like Dubai or
malls, a
something.
hospital, police station, school, waste facility, and a solar power plant, all finished by 2026, which is interesting because that's quite a lot to undertake in 3 years. And phase 2, the final phase, is set to be done by 2029. It's assumed that this phase would include housing, offices, maybe some restaurants, more amenities, and of course, they also have a hair treatment center, which is why today's video is sponsored by Keeps. Keeps is a
Ooh, we play
subscription
for
service
Keeps,
that helps
but I ain't trying to hear none of that.
have no
Shout out to you though. Shout out
anything
to Brian.
the description.
No free
Keeps
promo,
is
though.
on Internet of
Big boss.
this video. Now let's jump back to Akon City. Akon City plans on utilizing a smart city approach. Smart cities use a combination of the Internet of Things. Kinda sounds like a load of barnacles to me, but let's take into account the I'm allergic to basic shirt combined with the Iron Man UI that this woman is using. You know what? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's learn more. I want to know what a smart city is. Oh. Okay, never mind. It's surprising that the Senegalese government is even on board with this, guaranteeing the city will bring in tourists and investors, and giving all those that go tax breaks.
Yep.
Doesn't sound all too bad after all. And this whole
Sound real good,
Akon
what?
City fiasco became
No
such
taxes?
a big deal that there are
Talking
even
about.
plans to create a second Akon City in Uganda. However, there was just one problem that no one saw coming. C-19. This halted production for a bit, and Akon
Ooh.
at one point blamed
Virus.
C-19 for pushing everything back. However,
C-19,
later he
you know what that
contradicted
is.
himself, saying that things were actually on
Over.
track. Okay, so let's get this straight. Akon City, the one in Senegal, is supposed to be finished in 3 years, well, at least phase 1, in 2026. No delays, no problems. There should at least be something complete, right? Maybe a crew, some scaffolding. How about some orange cones?
I used to do scaffolding. I used to work there, you know what I'm saying? I used to do some construction. I used to do all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Warehousing, all that.
No. How about a single stone? The following clips are from YouTube channel TD Hip Hop Media on their video.
Yeah, I'll be
Akon
seeing that
City,
shit online.
Senegal's
You said it.
shambles, nothing
Stone
but
and
dust.
shit.
Let's go to a year later in 2022. Oh man, goddamn. It's dust with cinder blocks. Why they got the cinder blocks over there? I think somebody was low-key hating. They just put the cinder blocks there just to be bogus. What I'm going to show you right now is a
Just
current
to add some
photo
more, you know what I'm
of
saying?
Akon City,
Buildings.
okay?
You can sell this $5 spatula on Amazon and compete with hundreds of other spatula sellers, or
Boom. What happened,
You know, sit
Akon?
on the blood.
What happened? They even stole the cinder blocks. They said, well, let me put these cinder blocks to good use right quick. Because Akon City ain't popping anytime soon. This is horrible. My God.
So Akon placed a single Minecraft block and walked away. Job done. Funny enough, in a BBC News article, Akon admitted to wanting to retire here. He even went on to say, I don't like to use the word king of the city, But that's what it will turn out to be. I mean, the place is called Akon City. What did anyone expect? And I'm starting to think I was right about this being a narcissist's midlife crisis. The icing on the cake is the fact that Akon believes the central currency of his city, wait for it, should be currency Akoin.
And the whole thing is going to be run off Akoin.
I like it.
That's
the cryptocurrency.
Yeah, the cryptocurrency, Akoin. You can say the city's.
Hey, bro, you want to say fake way? He sounds like disappointed about it and shit. So, not so much as yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like he's not sure about it. Sound unsure, you know what I mean? Confused about it. You know what I'm saying? Where
And the whole
direction
thing is
is
going to
going.
be run off Akoin.
That's
the cryptocurrency.
Yeah, the cryptocurrency, Akoin.
I like the idea though.
You can say the city's.
But look at him looking nervous.
Built off the Akoin platform.
Yeah.
But the controversy doesn't end here. Akon took full responsibility for the poorly managed start to his city, but that didn't save him.
People sometimes will write articles about, oh, this is not going to happen. Something like this can never
But he act
happen.
like a nigga dog. Fuck with
It's
him.
been 2 years. The construction hasn't started. I hear that all the time. We're building a city. You don't build a city in 24 hours.
They literally say Rome was not built.
Bro, that's a goofy ass analogy, bro. Don't use that shit. God, bro. This dumb ass nigga said when I go, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't gonna take 24 hours. Balling, nigga. Oh man, you know when I was in prison, I was rapping that shit. I'm like, I'm locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out. Visitation, how long it goes by. It seems like they forgot about me. Can't wait to get out and move forward with my life.
In one sweat. SWAT, what makes you think that area right there could even hold that kind of
Got a family that loves me and wants me to do right. But instead I get locked up. They won't let me out.
You think it's just all talk and trash and marketing.
A previous business partner accused Akon of planning to run his city like a Ponzi scheme. These accusations were made by...
What Brody say though?
Right there could even hold that kind of weight. It takes research for that. And all that has to be done first before you can even think to even create a master plan for construction.
No, I need to hear what he said. Probably says some real flashy, you know what I'm
controversy
saying?
doesn't end here.
Big
Akon
boss.
took full responsibility for the poorly managed...
Oh, this is not going to happen. Something like this could never happen in Africa. It's been 2 years. The construction hasn't started. I hear that all the time. We're building a city. You don't build a city in 20 years.
They literally say Rome was not built in a day.
But if you don't have the knowledge to understand that you have to do feasibility studies, you have to do environmental studies, like it's all kind of studies before you put a building that's going to be 120 feet in the air in one sweat. So what makes you think that area right there could even hold that kind of weight?
Then don't announce it then, nigga.
And all that has to be done first.
Don't announce this shit launching and shit. The nigga ain't ready for it and shit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you don't know that, you think
Nigga ain't gotta say all that extra
trash
shit.
and marketing.
A previous business partner
Keep it
accused
short and
Akon
simple.
of planning to run his city like a Ponzi scheme. These accusations were made by Devin Stevens, a music executive in the United States who filed a $4 million lawsuit against Akon and requested a court to freeze Akon's assets. Stevens described Akon City as, quote, broken promises with almost no transparency about who is investing or how it will be purportedly built. Therefore, Akon City is likely a scam. If you don't believe a U.S. attorney, then maybe you'll believe a retired federal agent, Scott Thomason, who investigated Akon City. He concluded that the city contained, quote, many of the trademark characteristics or red flags of fraudulent business ventures, such as Ponzi and pyramid schemes. Akon's defense is that all of this is speculation or innuendo, but I think the single slab of stone says otherwise. If we use our friend Google Maps, there actually is a place called Akon City in Senegal. However, it's 80 miles north of where it's actually, supposedly, being built. Somewhere in the middle of this arid desert is a single block of greatness where civilization will thrive. You know, it could be this one. Could be this one. It's anyone's game. You know what? Maybe we're being too harsh. Maybe it's up north by this failed rendition of an isosceles triangle. It's not by the water like the trailer indicated. And this appears to be a salt mine or something. The only problem with these pictures are that this is not in the middle of the desert where the brick was placed. And something tells me they look a little different than the concept art. It's really a shame because it...
like what? What's up?
And something tells
I
me
be
they
hearing
look
like
a
people
little different
saying
than
try to build it like Wakanda. What's that right there?
the concept art.
Let me know in the comments.
It's really a shame because it calls into question the other projects that Akon is affiliated with that have supposedly helped African communities. For example, Akon Lighting Africa, which helped provide areas with electricity. In order to really understand Akon City,
That shit was nice. But damn, look at that with the stadium too. Like, wow. Look at the water too. Like, wow. It's like, and it's like, it feels like it's like a mountain vibe, like going up instead of just right there straight. Ah, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Well, hey, I was about to say something though. No? I might remember. I'm suss it up.
we need to learn about its monarch. I present to you the Joe Budden podcast, where most recently Akon had this to say about men and women.
The man is who create life.
Every time I say it, they laugh at me.
Man, we're gods. We the ones that create life.
No, to women, I'm saying. This conversation.
Right.
I just said
You dig?
And let me give you an example of the science of it. A man right now can create life without a woman, but a woman can't create life without a man. If I wanted to create life right now without a woman, I would just shoot my sperm, put it in the incubator, and just give it 9 months, even maybe less with today's science, and a baby will be born. A woman can't do that. And we are the creators of life in actuality.
Can I lose any more brain cells? At this point, Akon's digging his own grave, and only time will tell if Akon City will actually be completed. I am, however, sure as shit it won't look anything like we saw on the website. That is some wishful thinking. And of course, let's not forget about the bow on top. The fact that you need to use his own cryptocurrency in